English language teaching has the same challenges the world over. This series focuses on teaching speaking. We've come to Thailand to see what techniques teachers here use to get their students speaking, and we'll have expert tips from teacher trainer John Kay.
It's important that teachers are organised at the beginning of the lesson, but it's also important that the students feel relaxed. If the teacher's relaxed and the teacher feels part of the lesson and is leading by example, then the students will feel relaxed and they'll feel more inclined to participate. A warmer is often a good way to make sure that this happens. One idea for the warmer is when you're arranging group work.
What's this? Horse.
Remember, the focus is on fluency, so you give each student a picture of an animal, for example.
Sheep. Spell sheep. Yes.
You have 5 cows, 5 sheep, 5 horses, and each student has one card with an animal on it.
Don't let your friend look at your picture.
They don't look at the other person's card, but they say, which animal have you got? And they say, I've got a horse. Okay, no, you're not in my group. They're speaking to each other, and there is an element of fluency even before the activity begins.
Look at the picture on the board.
The teacher can manipulate who they want in each group by distributing the cards in a clever way to begin with.
You can help her.
Do you want students of equal ability in each group? Do you want some of the less inhibited ones with some of the more inhibited ones so they can help each other? You decide that before you put the groups together.
The next thing we will do.
Remember, once you've got the students warmed up, don't lose the momentum. There's no point in getting the students warmed up if you're immediately then going to cool them down again by saying, OK, now look at page 23.
Right, today we're going to learn about giving advice.
When giving instructions, let them know, here comes the instruction. Look around, make sure they can all see you, and then go for it.
Together with your friends, read the dialogue and see if you see any conditional sentence in the dialogue. In giving instruction in large class, I would say it and then I would ask students to repeat what I say. Do you work alone? No, you work with partner. Please do, okay? Work with partner, do not work alone, okay? 2 minutes.
Once you've given the instruction, check that they understand, usually through their actions. Watch them. If they do it, they've understood. If they don't do it, they haven't understood. In which case, go back, give the instruction again, and then ask them to go again.
This animal, you can find it in your picture.
When I give the instruction for them, I speak them in English and I will tell them in Thai because when I speak in English, maybe they don't understand.
If you don't know what does it mean, please look at the...
If enough careful planning goes into the instruction and the instructions are simplified enough before the lesson begins, then it may take away the necessity for using the student's own language.
Do you understand the instruction? Yes.
Now look, tell me what you know about this. What is it?
Make sure you're not using any overcomplicated language. For example, can you say, what's this, rather than, can anybody tell me what this is?
What is it, if sentence? When do you use if sentence?
Even in your own language, it's quite difficult to take in more than 2 instructions. So one instruction, let them move. Then give another instruction, let them move.
Anyone, help her. Any example? If. I always speak English in instructions because the language that I use would be the language that you can use in real life.
I can't go to school.
Okay, that's another if sentence.
I put it on for time. Okay. I say, what is this? Okay, look at this. We say, he is wearing a jacket.
If you want the students to practice particular language, then it's often important that you do some controlled oral practice of the target language before they start to practice in groups.
How do we say this? Okay.
To do this controlled practice, you can use straightforward repetition, where the teacher stands once again where everybody can see the teacher, and then give them a model, and they repeat after the teacher. Taking this one step further, to make it a little bit more creative for the students, give the students a prompt. It can be a visual prompt, it could be a noise, it depends on the teacher.
She's wearing a dress. What else she wearing?
However, it's important that you don't speak at the same time as the students, because you have to hear what the students are saying.
Okay, now open it and look at yours and come up with the answer.
Be creative, but generate that enthusiasm and interest with the students so that the repetition and the drilling becomes a little bit more meaningful.
You disagree, but you not strongly disagree. What expression can you use?
Think about what language the students are going to need in order to complete the task successfully. This language could be practiced before they actually start doing the task.
When you want to disagree directly, you say, I don't agree.
For any task, it's obviously extremely useful for the students to see this useful language. So you can have this on the walls or on the table. They're surrounded by the language, and it altogether encourages them to use English in the classroom. Once you've done your controlled practice, why not extend that activity? Feed in something else for them to do, which will allow them to practice language that they've practiced in previous lessons, and push themselves so that they're really getting the most out of a fluency lesson.
Today I'm wearing blue jacket, blue jeans and one sock. Thank you.